just going to show you some stuff here.
Hey, go for it.
It's a nice game.
Thank you. You're welcome to try it out if you want to.
Yeah, Will, I kind of have to get back to my booth as well, but I wanted to give a lot of people out here a look at the indie games and everything, because there's a lot of good games and a lot of good creativity that's not just mainstream, and people need to see that.
Yeah.
We'll
appreciate the coverage.
Yeah. What is your game about, basically?
So, Rogues Like Us is a 3D hack and slash dungeon crawler.
Okay.
Inspired by games like Binding of Isaac and Faction. So the way that the game works is you go through different dungeons that all increase in difficulty. So you'll start in the first dungeon, which is pretty easy. You'll find a boss at the end, fight that, and if you beat him, you get to go to the next dungeon.
Okay. So based on the way you win one progression, you go on.
Yeah.
It looks like is this PC based or is this Xbox?
Yeah, it's PC.
Okay, good.
We're aiming for Mac and PC. We actually got greenlit on Steam.
Yeah.
So
good.
When the game's finished, we will be publishing that.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that because we're making a game similar to Madden. It's like football history. I've seen that. Yeah, similar to Madden, and we're gonna go Steam as well to get a green light. Was that difficult for you guys to do once you?
No, I wouldn't say it was too difficult. What really helped us out, I think, was we did both Steam Greenlight and Kickstarter at the same time.
Okay.
So it was kind of like a do-it-yourself. I think they just kind of fed into each other a little bit.
So the Kickstarter worked out okay for you? Okay. That's good. I mean, it looks great. I mean, it's a nice looking game, and so it's available for sale right now, right?
Not right now, no.
No, not yet.
It will be. Sorry, maybe I apologize for that.
No, it's okay.
But
when is the release?
We're aiming for, I believe, the official release date is Q1 2016 or 17.
Okay. Well, we're Q4 2017.
All right.
So, your name again?
I'm Chris.
Chris, this is Chris with
Oddbite.
Okay, and he's got a game called
Rogues Like Us.
Rogues Like Us, and look for it in Q1 of 2016, guys. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
You bet. Now here's another game right here. Ben Von Tool. This almost looks like. Is this game similar to what's that game that Ubisoft makes? Oh God, what is the name of the game?
Man, I can't. I'm not sure. I need more.
It's the guy. He goes around and he. It's like back in time and everything.
Oh, Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy. We actually had a few of those comparisons. It's not the same type of game.
No, it's not. But
it does look like the guy, and he's actually an assassin in the game, so it kind of makes sense.
And he looks. the graphics look great.
Thank you.
I mean, this is a great looking game.
Thank you.
When is this going to be released?
We are hoping tentatively for a mid to late 2017 release.
Okay.
It'll be released for PC first.
That's what we're aiming for.
And what we'd like to do after that is try to expand into consoles. We've actually tried to develop it already with consoles in mind.
Yep.
Just to make it easier later on.
I see with the gamepad.
Exactly.
Right there.
And you can play it with mouse and keyboard. Just as easily. But.
Can you talk a little bit about why PC first? Because a lot of people don't realize that with indie games. They think you can just go straight to console and everything.
There's a huge involved, pretty lengthy process behind it all. Now it varies from console to console, but I know with at a minimum, Sony PS4. I mean, your stuff has to undergo very rigorous testing and stuff like that. You can't just say, hey, I have this game, let's put it on your console. Not only that, but a lot of things that work fine in PC builds will break terribly in PS4, stuff like that. Like we use Unity for our game development. Unity it can build for different platforms, but supposedly you can just build a PS4 version of it and it would just work. But but in theory that's the case, but in practice that's not. There would just be inevitable problems that you would run into trying to port this directly to a PS4. And again, like I said, you have to pay money. I assume, I don't know for a fact, but I assume you have to pay some amount of money.
You do. I mean, we're building our football game Football History, which is kind of like a Madden game or something like that, but it's a lot more customizable and involved. Sure. And you do have to, there's things that people don't realize. You do have to undergo the rigorous testing.
Right.
Plus, you have to pay some money, and it's easier to get on PC first.
Exactly.
And I take it you guys are going to go Steam.
Yeah,
I guess.
We're going to go Steam at a minimum. There's actually a lot of indie distribution and game sites that have come up recently. There's things like GOG. There's at itch.io. There's Game Jolt. Any one of these, Steam's the most popular by far.
Right.
But there are a lot of other little kind of distribution sites that have popped up as well.
Well, this game looks awesome, man.
I mean,
people have to realize that indies can make games like this, and they're so used to the big studios.
Yeah.
And everything, and then until they see stuff like this.
Well, it changes. Yeah, it's a little bit. It's game changing. No pun intended.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people associate and think, hey, you're an indie developer, you're going to have some kind of crappy looking 2D pixelated.
Yeah.
And again, a lot of people do that by choice, which is fine. I have no problems with it. But at the same time, it also shows that you can do. And again, this is not AAA 2016 game studio material.
But
it looks good.
It looks good.
It's in my experience, and again, neither of us are artists. We're both programmers. So
and I'm more of an artist.
There you go. You want a job?
Yeah, and then you want a job.
Hey, there we go. We'll trade.
There's the thing. We'll trade off because we do have, one thing that I started with, which was you start where I guess your strength is, and you guys are programmers.
Right.
I'm an artist. I started with graphics and modeling and all that stuff first.
Sure.
Because that's where my strength is in the group that I'm with. And then we had issues with the programming aspect, which was kind of corrected, but we're always looking for somebody to help out on the programming side. But yeah, I mean, that's how we can all,
and it's hard.
I guess, help each other.
It's very difficult, man. Like, it's hard to coordinate. The only reason him and I are pretty much best friends. I hate to